All right, and I believe we're live. I'll just give people a few more minutes to actually show up and get in here. Actually, let me just post one thing. Make sure to say hi in chat if you are watching. All right, so let me just take a quick look at the poll I posted earlier today, see what people want me to paint. All right, looks like the final vote was, I believe that's 5 for War Boss and 2 for Def Copta. So I did have these Def Coptas. Let me just double check. Yeah, it looks like the audio's fine. All right, just to show it off, did have these Coptas. I did get, the metallics and a few coats ready. Oh, hey, I think it's Gino. Second Def Copta and a third. But we're not working on these boys tonight. Instead, we are going to be working on Big Man. Boss in Mega Armor. Actually, let me... The world... Hey, everyone's here. How you doing, Face? The world famous, that's right. The audio looks like it's a bit blurry on YouTube compared to OBS, but I think YouTube compression thing. How is everybody doing tonight? What palette's looking a bit grungy, but that's fine. So, I think I have boys. So, for my Howdy, yep. So for my freebooters, I usually do melee squads in red and blue. That, and I do my range shooter squads in blue and yellow. I think I'm gonna be continuing that trend. For this guy, I think I'm going to be going probably with some red and blue, and then maybe just a little bit of yellow on the garage, just to keep that trend going. So brushes out, and let's get painting. I think there's a few more details I want to do here. Get to the reds, maybe we'll even get to... Actually, maybe it is a somewhat detailed model. Hey, how you doing, Gina? Also, let me know how the audio and all the mixing is. I didn't get a chance to Are they sticking within... Yeah, so funny you mentioned that. If you look at my short I posted today, I actually did, for some of the knobs, want to do sort of particular clan affiliations. Like for that squad of knobs, I actually... Hey, Warden's here. Everyone's here. So for clan affiliation for the freebooters, for most of the regular guys, I just sort of went with this scheme. But I did try work in like knob colors for those. Oh, sorry, I did try working like goth colors for that squad of knobs because they were sort of recruits from a clan of goths. So I did try and work some of that stuff in, but haven't really done too much. I think this guy I also want to be a goth, which is why I gave him sort of the darker colored like undersuit, like his pants there. I did want to actually add in a bit of black on his armor to sort of keep in the fact that he was at one point a goth, but now he's moved over freebooters and he's added a bit of that color and pop. He still maintained some of those bland colors. I'm just thinking where I want to add bits of color. Probably. I'm thinking maybe we leave this sort of shoulder region black. I think maybe sort of his arm. I know I want to do these bands in red, so maybe the top of his hat. Let me also make sure I paint on camera. That would be good. Yeah, sorry, I got a bit sidetracked there. I learned from the best. Yeah. So for bacteria problems, I usually add in a bit of isopropanol. Um, just a little bit of this stuff, and you don't get that like nasty, grungy buildup. Um, my wet palette is kind of looking gross, but that's mostly just all the browns and stuff I've been using have sort of give it not too great of a look. Probably just have to clean it out pretty soon. But yeah, copper should. I guess how do you add in copper? Do you just like chuck a few pennies in there? Uh, Showing what you paint. Well, I won't lie. I closed up my palette after Pink Guy, and when I reopened it, it was yeah. No, the smell from a couple day old palette hits you like a truck. It's just the perfect, like all the moisture, just perfect green area. I might try with a couple pennies. Uh, Also, with all the recording equipment around me, I can't. It's kind of hard to fix my elbows in place and be able to really paint and not get paint right there. Also, also be able to show everyone what's going on. So you have a wet palette, you just don't use it, Face? I actually gotta give this one over the holidays. I always complained my old one was too small. You know my struggle. Yeah. I might have to just adjust the boom arm that's holding up my camera. Because at the moment, it's kind of rough position. Oh man, this is great. I actually have people. What is the struggle? The struggle is so you got it like what was that 27 months ago? The struggle is the fact that I have lights. My camera is just my iPhone. It's actually a new iPhone I just got. I don't even know what number it is. Just the newest one. And I've also got my mic over here, and they're all sort of like converged on me, so you guys get good audio and visual. Meanwhile, it's really hard for me to paint in a comfortable position while all that's going on. So that is what the struggle is. I don't know what that's in response to. The fact that I got a new iPhone. Uh, I've been relearning about streaming. So much has changed since high school. Ah, new tech always makes me giddy. I get that. Yeah, some people just have the hardware fixation, right? They like the stuff. I don't know. For the most part, I think it's the same as my old one. The camera is quite a bit nicer. I still feel like Samsung cameras, just from comparisons with my look a bit nicer, but I'm used to iPhone. I don't really want too much change. It was cheap too. I got like a $1,000 trade-in. Yeah, there's a lot I still need to learn myself about streaming. Um, I think similar sort of you, Jim. I did a lot in like high school. Haven't done much until recently. Even then, that was like video games, which is a lot easier than this. Eventually, just get used to. Yeah, your bones bend accordingly. Oh man, I've already got scoliosis. I don't think I need any more, any more bending. That Orks YouTube short I put up today. That did really good. That was my best performing short yet. At least like a. Actually, no. I've had a few better ones, but still. Um. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I got a new phone because Verizon was offering a good deal in the trade-in. It's like a kind of insubstantial amount of money per month. Let's see. All sort of balanced colors. I'm thinking that maybe also use split in blue. Yeah. I'm using a Fifine. It's like a cheapo. I don't know if it's even that cheap. I got on like a Amazon, like a Cyber Monday. I could get you the exact specs. It sounds pretty damn good for it. It was at least when I bought it. Expensive. Ah, nice. Yeah, I don't think I ever. Do I go direct into my phone? No, for the mic, it's if you're asking about that, it's through my desktop, and then the phone is broadcasting to OBS through Camo Studio. So yeah, I didn't even know much about them, but I'm definitely happy with this as my first purchase from them. We're still bullying Gino. Nah, we never bully Gino. We only bully Face on the street. I'm sort of trying to figure out exactly what's going on. It's like a weird sort of like bump in his gum here. I assume it just a bit of a creative welding by the men. I'm the only victim here yet. Precisely. Nah, see, now I'm streaming, so you guys get to bully me. I just realized that the, number 36 spot. Mal gets bullied. I'm bad at bullying, yeah. Your mom. Can't believe you said that. You know, just because of that, I'm lowering my Patreon tier. I can't believe you could be so heartless, man. He tried really hard. I mean, I just started. I went for a bit of a different look with his skin. Usually I do sort of like more desaturated skin tone, but I want the boss to be real green. And I did my usual orc skin recipe on his little helper up there. You make me cry. You gotta go for the wallet face. How long have I been painting? 8th edition, start of 8th edition. So, oh god, 8 years, something like that. No, a little bit. Yeah, I'd say 8 years. I guess like if you're not counting Warhammer painting, I've done like acrylic and like oil on canvas and stuff. I had a bit of an artistic streak there for a bit. Or other types of paint. But Warhammer wise, yeah. 8 years, but then with the caveat of I spent a lot of that not painting. Like I didn't even finish my um that number 2 orcs. Oh, that no 2 orcs have the skin. Yeah, that's actually sort of what I do. What I'll do is I'll mix in 3 different contrast paints and then like a few different highlight tones. I'll sort of mix and match across the squad. I'm 4 days into month 3 of playing in general. I mean, have you posted any stuff in So I have a bad memory. Have you posted any stuff in Face's Discord? I feel like you have. I feel like it was pretty good for a guy who's only been here for 3 months. Like, in the hobby, I guess. Unless I'm confusing you with somebody else. Yeah, you have. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You have the wolves. Yeah, these guys look great. I mean, I have to find a pic, but his wife paints better than he. See, I don't know if that was the wife or not, but I thought that those were. Yeah, I did the same thing. Gina has number 2. Tyranids and Space Wolves. That's right. Yeah, no, those Space Wolves look. Where else? Where else won't? I think I want this up here to be red. I want to keep some metallic, and then maybe these like other guys up here. And then we could do his little, like I guess, his shoulders and like parts of his. Talked of buying 20% or 50% off Saturnine boxes. Please tell me no. I would be a hypocrite if I told you no, Gino. Because my store sold me Saturnine, or one of my local stores sold me Saturnine at cost. And I could not. Is he your captain? This guy? He's like in charge of my or he's like the boss, right? He is the war boss. I don't know if that was in response to me or someone else. If that was your question, yes, Facey. He's like he's in charge. Ah, it's because you didn't spell Captain Orky like, so I didn't understand the question. But yes, he's my captain. Captain with the K thing. I could do other accents. I can't really do like a Cockney British. Story Army is closing. Yeah, that's a similar thing. They liquidated their whole Horus Heresy section by me at one store, which is sad, right? It's sad they couldn't get a Horus Heresy community going. At the same time, the people who run the store are just like solely MTG heads, and usually any attempt to get Warhammer going at that store is usually met by, "Hey, we need these tables for MTG. You guys can't play here," and then get kicked out. But yeah, the Horus Heresy community didn't get going, and they had to sell everything at cost. But then you get to buy up all those kids very cheap, and that's why I did. Yeah, that's the correct spelling of Captain Face. Horus Heresy Saturday miniatures didn't sell too well anyway. No reason anyone would want. I mean, I feel like they were. That's one of those things, right? Warhammer is a very FOMO hobby. In terms of, like, the current suite of what GW sells, and there was a case of like people just stopped buying Saturnine boxes. The thing about Saturnine is it's not limited edition. Like they're still making them now, so people don't feel that need, which I think is probably better as like a consumer, right? And you like the minis, you can get the minis for kind of cheap at the end. But yeah, I probably hold off for 50%. They had 2 boxes and one was hidden, so I should be fine. Yeah, I mean, I guess it also depends how big of a player base the store. But keep in mind, like, Saturnine is one of those things that's gonna be around for a few more years. And because there was such a big wave of it not selling, people I don't think are really gonna be jumping. I think you should, even if this falls through the cracks, if you want Saturnine, you'll have a few more years before you need to worry about. If you have a lot of minis like in your pile of shame, paint those instead. Probably mine. Not that I should be telling anyone about a pile of shame, given that in my next update, I'm actually quite behind on my own post list, which I knew would happen, but I was hoping I'd things. Why would you use Saturnine in your Templars? Or have we had this conversation? Why would I use Saturnine in my Templars? I haven't painted any Saturnine for my I don't know if I would. Maybe as like proxies. Maybe you know the Kildronian Crusade found something out in the periphery, but I I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet. I just knew it was a good deal and I wanted it. Um, we'll see what happens with Saturnine. If well, I do think I want paint. I'm trying to figure out. Maybe these looks. I'm just making sure I actually paint on camera. That was an issue in the preview. I like a very specific Saturnine Terminator on the. Leviathan Lieutenant of Two Knives. As like a proxy? I feel like our Saturnine Terminator helmet's not like bigger. I feel like that would look a little bit like a bobbleheader. Am I not correct? Yeah, I'm having a difficult time with knowing what you mean by that. How many times? I was at 60? Wow, that is like insane. Yeah, 60 minis. That is crazy work. Tech thralls plus the Oblitz and I guess what was everyone working on tonight? I know you said you're still hobbying. So you had some duties that you can't stream, but also I bet your favorite Stormer pretty happy at all the new potential goodies they're getting with those Iron Hand. I learned what all the colors for Orks, but I've forgotten them all except purple and red. Blue is lucky. Yeah, blue is your lucky. Yellow is Daka. Um, red's fast, obviously. Purple sneak. Green is the best. Are there any I'm forgetting? Raptor Champion. I feel like Fervent Storm has a lot of rap. It's kind of unique for Iron Hand. Or not Iron Hands, Iron Warriors. I think I may have went overboard on the blue details on his legs. He does sort of look like he just has big blue shoes on, but magnetize all the limbs and weapons. Yeah, for your Eternity Warriors, right? Or am I? I'm not. I'm not misconstruing you of someone else, right? That was you. Yeah, that totally was you. Nice. Yeah, Eternity Warriors are cool. I did have a magnet phase also, but outside vehicles, I don't really do it much. My Hive Tyrant. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, yeah. Oh, you totally did. I've just been missing messages. I realized. My bad. Where's my red? I should have actually organized before the stream. Norn Em. Oh, I feel like that Norn Emissary would be tough, right? Probably like a lot of weird points. Now I know I have face fields. I really do. I feel like hard to maintain progress. Talking to you. Quit chatting and pain. Figure out why you deal with this. Hold on. Zach, you can play the victim. Ah, found it. Trigger the 80s. I absolutely love this heavy red. It's from the extra opaque line. I bought some corn red. I've never had to use it because this color is fantastic. It's a little bit brighter than it looks on the thing, on the bottle. But you know, I usually just mix in some purple and black if I want like a deeper red, which I usually do for Templars and layer up. But for Orks, I think they're more vivid. I reconsider streaming, totally go and do it. And use that excuse not to paint exactly, because then you just get to talk with the fellas. I think the main body I'm going to leave. I think the main body I'm going to leave as like this sort of rusted metal. I'm gonna also. And well, let me just start off with what I know is going to be. I'm so glad Vallejo changed their bottles. The frost balls were so bad. We're looking at yeah. You are right. The entire model airline. I haven't bought too many Vallejo colors recently. I have a couple AK Interactives, and I love them. But most of my regular shops don't have them. And the one that does is so far away. They move locations, and it's like an hour away from. I know I could buy them online still. I love AK Interactives. Oh, funny you say it, Gino. My spring break just ended. I have like 5 videos I'm supposed to make. I haven't made a single one. Maybe when I graduate, because stuff I haven't like researched. It's not going well. The brains are not braining. I'll say. Sorry about that. I have like, there's another video I really want to make. I'll try and get the hobby log. But if I can at least do that, I think I'll be happy. I have like a kind of slow period. I don't have a job lined up. I have a continuation of some work I'm doing, which is gonna get paid. Then I have a job lined up after that. So maybe I'll use that extra time in a job. Actually put some of the planning. Seeing as I've actually Templar's lore breakdown, I have wanted to do like battle reports in like a more narrative style, and actually like I need to get my D&D group interested. A few of them already have army stuff, but like that group of people I think would be good for it, and like do sort of like more narrative sort of like before and after, like breakdowns and really like play out a story. I feel like most battle reports fail to do, and the ones that are, the ones that do a really good job like telling a story typically are paid. Like I'm thinking of the mini stuff, and like I think play on tabletop. I think a lot of their crusades end up being like weirdly restrictive, where they only do the first few episodes. But I think like telling a story through a battle report series is really cool. So they all fail. What field am I going into? I am a mechanical engineer. Although I have a big interest in like weird cross-disciplinary work. I'm currently doing a lot of stuff in the health field, for like medicine. I think of doing battle reports of D&D style games my wife and I do. That's really cool. So is it like a one-on-one D&D? Or is it more of like I guess just like encounter logs then? Assuming that's like a traditional D&D style, it's not like army versus army characters. I assume one of these the DM in that scenario. Yes, they are. I don't really know if that's a response. It's weird because it's like you're having 4 different conversations, and now know how Face feels when he has no clue what I'm talking about. Need to get better at this whole stream. We actually have some people in though. I was surprised the first few streams I did a ghost town. Figured I'd ask. I work for a pretty decent company. Just my department sucks and it's ran by a jock who is like the dad for Matilda. She's the 700-ish. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's not for a D&D game. It's D&D S 40k. Got it. Okay. Yeah, 700-ish points of Space Wolves and assaults a hive in 2 sections. That's cool. I love sort of like more narrative or like off kilter ways of playing 40k. That's sort of what the hobby's all about. Like always playing on those goddamn L-shaped ruins that every store has, and no one to deep. I think has been really bad for the hobby. I'm not here to make your job easier. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that sounds honestly pretty. Oh yeah, I won't do that. I stuck here all. But you should make it black for my Imperial fit. Yeah, if you played. I mean, you have to play it, right? It was a subscriber goal. That's practically as good as a legal document to me. Honestly, if I don't see some progress on that by, you know, the end of April, I'll need to find a lawyer. That's all I'm saying, Fate. Was promised to me. 1,000 years ago, I was promised by Fate that he would play a 500-point game. Absolutely, it's legally binding. Those future promises. Oh god, I got fucking ram. I don't know if I can curse. Is this a Christian stream? Is it alright if I drop a couple F-bombs? Or children watching? If there are any children watching, make sure you smash the like button so I know. White Rose here in PA. I have a lot of friends in PA. I'm actually in PA quite often. I'm from Jersey myself. Second. I'm now realizing I'm trying to base coat red and just keep spilling over onto my Alex. Papa E disapproves. I'm sorry. I just hope you're not watching your kid, because I can't be trusted to watch my language. Are just 45-year-olds and young bodies. Mega hobby. I haven't been there. Is that Mid Jersey? Hold on. We're going on the Google machine. I just have to shoulder butt my way through my microphone, so sorry about that. I've got headphones in, lol. Good. Good, you should. Where's this place? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Alright. Also, don't know if you guys have been admiring the ice I got on my wrist tonight. Adepticon watch party tomorrow? Okay, so guys, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, there I was thinking of skipping class. Dude, that watch dope ass. I know, bro. I'm straight iced out right now. No, I was thinking of skipping class tomorrow and doing an Adepticon watch party, like on stream, right? I went for the art reveals, but no one was here, so it was kind of lame. I might even open up to like. I assume we should just be good to do on like Faces like Discord or whatever, and just live stream that if everyone's okay being on stream. If not, then I'll just do it on my own. But actually, I guess I never talked to you guys, so we can figure it out anyway. However, I have a class, right? And in this class, there's a group project, and for that group project, one guy, his like personal research is basically the class project. So he said he's already doing it. I feel like I should contribute. I gave him this whole spiel, like, hey bro, put me at work, I want to help you. I'm not gonna let you do this all on your own. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern. But I have a class at 8:50, right? It ends 8:50. And I made this whole spiel, and the guy wants to meet before class to do it. So I think I'm gonna be meeting up before class and just be like, yeah, I need to leave. Just ditching the class, I guess. Oh yeah, I didn't even know if you want to join Face, but I was just going to be in the Discord, so if anyone was watching the live stream and want to come discuss Warhammer, I'd plug your Discord and they could come talk to me, I guess. Yeah. It's at the same time, I bet I could probably ditch, because he sounded like he was just good doing everything, or at least for his first part. But I don't know. So I'll see. I'll give like a 90%. It pulls more people. Oh yeah. There's not like a hobby thing. I don't want to be false advertising, but at the same time, there's not like. Would you guys call this fashion? I don't know. We can also play Safe Spring too, so it's not a lie. Yes, give me your attention. Yes, I'm just gonna be like, hey guys, I don't have a Discord, but Faceplant 104 is a really sick Discord you guys should all check out. I'm just like your leech. You know how like in most vampire folklore, you know, they could create like a lesser spawn or like a white or something. So that's what you've done, Face. You've created like a mini me version of you. I'd show up. If you don't stream, I'll stream. Oh shit. This is like the Faceplant 104 extended universe. It's 4 guys, I'll just watch each other's streams. Why is it so watery? I don't know how great this paint is. What's going on? Not great, so I think I might add some more. Is one hub Discord and little offshoots? I feel like what's like a hub Discord? I feel like it'd just be don't call me and Gino out like that. I mean, I'm included in that group, right? Because it's you know, if Face is like the founder, he's like the vampire lord. And we're all the underlings. It's been a long day. I might be a bit loopy, so I hope I don't sound too deranged to anybody. I had a take-home exam. I thought it would take me, you know, like an hour or two. It took me like a day. Partially just procrastination, but he said it was gonna be, you know, easy problems. They were not easy problems. How long has the stream been going on for? Oh my god, we're 40 minutes in. I've only done a couple base code. Oh geez. Oh no. Um, Stories Anonymous. So this is gonna sound also equally weird. I don't watch Warhammer content usually. I basically like only watch I only watch Face. I watch Face, I watch Lords of War games and hobby. I watch what was it, Tabletop Tactics occasionally. They've done some cool like editorial videos. And then I watch the Square Base podcast. 10 hours so far. We have two base coats, Grave. We have red and blue. Come on. I'm on my way to set records here. Listen, if you guys weren't such great company, I'd probably get more done. 5 hours per base coat. Being bullied here. They're bullying me over fiber optic. Can't believe this. You just have to bully Gino. I want to bully Gino. He's a nice guy. Why would I ever want to bully Gino? Getting bullied is my curse. You're like the Rich Evans of the group. Also, is the music like quiet for you guys? Let me know if it is. I just sort of arbitrarily set there's some volume in the mixer. So I'm hoping it's not too. Guess that's just Gino's curse. Is that enough for the red? Is that enough red on this guy? Alright guys, quick vote. Is this enough red? Yes or no? Yeah, I think that's about where I wanted it. I don't like the fact that it has vocals. At least in this song, I might just skip past. But besides, red is my favorite color, so yeah. Okay. Gino says more red. It will give him some more red. Uh, do those markings in red. And let's do purple. Purple is my favorite color. I painted so many purple orcs. Guys, I have an announcement to make. I think it probably says it right. I'm actually selling off this orc army. That's the reason I'm paying this guy is because there's an auction coming up. And I'm gonna sell my entire orcs collection. 69k in purple. All my orcs are leaving. I do have business. Yeah. Well, you'll be in our hearts, Gino. Don't worry. I am selling off quite a few orcs. I think. Actually, let me know if you guys want. To be determined. There's a local store doing something. Being a guy about some scanners. That's like, yeah, that's not even sketchy. That's like, that's like you're planning something, like police scanners. Oh man, I don't know, Gino. I hope the FBI doesn't ask me about you. That's all I'm hoping for. Okay. Is that enough red, do you guys think? We go on the red? LiDAR, okay. Alright. It's probably equally as suspicious. Yeah, bro, I'm meeting up at 9 p.m. at night about some LiDAR scans. Did I mention I work for the CIA? Ah, man. I think we're going the red, right? That's not any better. I mean, he's like in engineering in some capacity, right? Run by a monkey. Oh god. Yeah, red looks good. All right, I do want to do a bit of black just to reflect this goth heritage. Let me bust that out. Also, let me know if you guys want a look at the other orcs I'm selling, because it's a pretty big lot. I could bust them all out. I've been organizing them. Partially why I've been putting up so many YouTube shorts, because I've been redoing my entire, like, up here. We got a whole big shelf with all my Warhammer. Those boxes and LiDAR scan. It's a fun mission. I'm sure your Raven Guard successors would love some LiDAR scanners. They'll help in their reconnaissance efforts. Actually, let's do. I forgot he has like this big plate on his chest. Let's do the background in black. I think we might go back with maybe some gold. Maybe when we do the gold details, we'll do that. Oh my! I need face back. I'm getting bullied out. Big farm engineering. Well, I'm sorry, Gino. Gino, wet hands. Sorry. I won't get half these jokes, but I'm just glad to be. Oh, apparently it makes you paint faster. We're on the third base scope here. Might be working. I don't know how much of the black I want to do. I'm honestly not loving the way it's working at the moment. How do we feel about the black? The black is just one of those colors that not like behaving on camera. Like him. Maybe I'll do some black on the handle. I don't even have Actor X Earthshade. I do have this, which is just a bottle of like a homemade wash with some soap. Well, no, it's mine really soap. It's ink. Nobody answered the phone, so you're stuck with me for a bit longer. Perfect. So it's ink. It is medium. It's a bit of dish soap and then some water. Basically, yeah. Actual heresy. I've never used a GW wash. I don't even know what I'm missing. And honestly, I don't really care. I'm fine. I hate their washes. None forgets. I was facing a known army Sunday. I am loving Old World. As someone who like has not been loving God, I love because they punish bad brush. I've liked army painted washes, but those were good. I have some like Reaper washes that are very old and really suck, and they've been sitting on my shelf for like ever. Hmm. Am I happy with? No, I think I might do the rest of this. So I'm literally talking nonsense. You're good. I mean, I think it's all painting style. I try and do something different with all my armies. I really like oil washes. Yeah, there was a time I used to like not wash any of my models with acrylics. I've gone back into it. I do acrylic wash for Trench Crusade. I do them for Eastman, and I do them for Orks now. It'll be messy and chip. I mean, I think it's good to always experiment, try out new things, but also don't have too much of a fixation on hardware. Oftentimes, I know it's a joke, right? You know, washes are like skill in a bottle. Good application and just like having a good sense of what you want the wash to do will allow you to be a lot more precise and controlled and measured. Like, obviously, just doing a couple base coats, slapping a wash on is going to look fine. But then when you try and like level up, obviously, won't be able to control the final product if you complete your level. Which obviously for some people doesn't matter. I'm one of those people where I'm a bit of a control freak. I want my stuff to look a specific way. Um, yeah, no, I get that, and I think they were for me too, right? The armor painter washes were great, but eventually I just fell out of love because it's always like the same filters. You're doing the same thing to all your models. Whereas I prefer to maybe, you know, on an army by army or even mall by mall basis, I want to be able to like be able to. One of the things with this orc army is I want it to be very like garish and bright because I do so few like schemes like that. I'm typically a very I like my neutral tones, usually one. Uh, I feel like I've lost the plot. What's going on with the chat? But anyway, um, I went for you know, this is a very bright looking, which is sort of the point. But we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. I don't think we'll even do a shade. What was I feel like I lost. Oh wait, sorry. Chaos armor can non-chaos armor piece. So the thing about chaos armor, at least in fantasy, is chaos armor is going to be fused to the wearer. Like physically, it's still a different ceremony, but like physically, non-chaos people will not be able to wear it because it's part of the wearer, right? It's their new skin. So chaos warriors in fantasy are like trapped and encased in it. I believe it, at least in older lore, it was similar in 40k. The samurai piece gets scavenged and used by non-space marine. Well, I mean, orcs will. Yeah. I got you, G. But I think that is an interesting question. So, at least as far as my recollection, once a marine goes chaos, that armor becomes their skin. And I think you're gonna have a damn hard time equipping it if you're not also of the chaos persuasion. What other armies would scavenge Ceramite? I feel like Admech and stuff probably would just to recycle it, right? Orcs are the only ones that will like actively use stuff off. That's a good point. I was thinking about it. No, not cleaning up. Don't worry. I'm just getting some metallics. Got quite a bit of stream ahead of us. Don't worry. Going on to gold here. Oh, I thought I was supposed to do a bit of yellow, but it's probably one of the slower parts because I like getting all like the little nuts and bolts and like little areas of I got this gold paint. I think it gives them a little bit more of like a blinged out, flashy look, which fits the freebie. Am I gonna get the new war boss? I think you may have missed it, Face. I'm selling off my orcs. Maybe I'll start a new orcs army. I probably will. I'll probably get that star set for if they a small squadron who have been outcast from Imperium, or whatever a marine would be sent to. Maybe they were like unwilling Death Watch recruits or something of that nature. Anyway, oh, Ashley's here. Everyone's here. Damn. Oh wait, sorry. Ashley might not be wearing headphones. Sorry. I meant dang it. I don't think I'll get the new war boss. unless it comes like a star set or something, I'm probably gonna sell off these orcs. I'll probably do a different orc. For 11th. So as like a little ping. Probably what I'm gonna do. It's a cool enough model though. However, it's one of those things, right? Every orc army's gonna have a war boss, and it's kind of weird having it be so. I don't know. I think it's like a sculpting nitpick, right? I messed up. It's fine. Go back. We'll clean. Pants would make sense, but wasn't it just a squad? Yeah, I'm assuming from his from the way he worded that face, I assume it's just like a unit of guys. Also, I hope that's not picking up. Gino's even billing himself. Makes a matching panel over, masking, chipping, medium. Can I bully you on here? Oh man. Actually, you could bully whoever you want, include. You have free reign. I won't ban. This is really. You have a cool accent. Thanks. I don't. It's weird. I don't think of myself as having an accent, and then I listen to myself in recordings. Like, oh, who's this immigrant? Uh, yeah, but thank you. She bullies me already, so anything else is just spreading love. So ideally, you'd see the original color of the armor. Ah, that is cool. That is an interesting. I've kind of wanted to maybe start with Emperor's Children army. Because one of my big problems is the Emperor's Children, the new miniatures, are too clean for what EC should be in. So I was thinking maybe doing some, like, playing off that and making them look like, almost loyalist, like very clean armor. Maybe like, you know, a bit of a trim as like a bit of ornate stuff, but not like too corrupted. And then like maybe just for like some characters, showing that there's like a barely hidden corruption like on the surface, right? Like they haven't taken that full plunge of debauchery. That they're still trying to maintain that sort of perfect, honorable exterior. I was thinking of maybe doing a very similar look to the Host of Perfection, where they have that really nice pure white armor and then like that bright, like not even bright, it's like dark, like saturated purple and like flames up their armor. I think that's something like that. I'm hearing renegades. I wonder if they will come out with a third Spaceman Codex for like Renegade, not Chaos, not Imperium. You probably just chuck like Alpha stuff in there. That seems like something. You never have too many spacemen action. Because I think companies. Have I tried AK Metallics? No, I have not. I only have a handful of AK paint. I'm kind of trying to get through my army paint envelope. So I buy basically AK as like replacement. I'm running. But no, PC are so hard to think of schemes for that aren't purple, pink, or white. Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's hard to think of a color scheme. Like, I want each of my armies throughout the games to have a different. It is hard, yeah. I was thinking of probably doing white. I was thinking of blue, but that's basically just the inverse of my CSF. But I do think that white and dark purple, you know, it's. Alright, see you later, actually. Uh, yeah, I'll stream when I can. I think this is my third in my life, or on this channel at least. I will try to make it happen. Man, I'm not realizing that I was quite lucky to have no audience for a stream. It's quite difficult. You've been losing the will to paint? Is that like a in general thing or over the course of the stream? If it's an in general thing, we can talk about it. I've gone on massive break. Yeah, like if because you're painting a lot, right? And usually when I do that, but my heart's onto it, when I just try and get minis done, that's when I will end up just going, stopping painting and just not paint for, maybe 2-3 years, like I did that one time. Um, so yeah, maybe find like a balance, right? Paint, don't force yourself. The audience is fine. Streams. Yeah, that's kind of what I was using them for. I don't. It was more the videos that I was using as like a log and to keep myself honest. Um, the streams were just sort of me copying face. Yeah, I don't know. Usually I've been like a very slow painter, but ever since, let's see, maybe like 8-9 months, like my output has been kind of insane, at least compared to what it has been. It's been nice to actually get stuff finished. So this is sort of a weird thing. I'm a bit of a slob when it comes to like cleaning up my hobby space, but that also means that I typically will have I'll be able to get out a mini and my brushes and paints within like 2 minutes. So it means if I ever am like watching a movie and it's a bit slow and I just want something to do with my hands for a bit, I can get my painting set up. And I can get painting, and I will over the course of a few days just passively get models. That's been something that's been really good for my actual app. Yeah, like this palette basically always just stays in the corner. It's permanently there. If I ever feel like if I'm being honest, I've done this during like meetings, or like during like class. I've just while I'm listening to a lecture or whatever, while if I finish my go over the meeting and I need to be there for another 2 hours, I'll just get some highlights going. The World Eater Comic Patrol. So, how do you and your wife do it? Do you like? Are you the one doing all the painting, or is it like a joint exercise? Oh, yeah. Never do you do your metallics on your wet palette. What will happen is you can sort of see, like, even in this water, right? You see all that sort of those mica flakes creating this sort of like luster. Um, yeah, like the mica flakes inside the metallic are going to permeate through. They're going to soak into your sponge. They can actually even reactivate like substantially after you, and you'll notice occasional like glittery films forming on your nose. So you always want to keep those two separate. Even while I will switch out this paint water before I go back to a regular acrylic. You never want to be mixing those. My advice. No, so what you want is you want like a hard palette like this. You just want to manually add in some water. And oftentimes metallics don't need too much thinning. That depends on your application. If you're gonna thin it on like a paper plate or on a hard palette, something else. Yeah, yeah. Metallics usually don't need too much thinning. I like to do a bit just for some flow. That's also because for a lot of these areas, I'm going over a sort of silvery base coat, which is going to have some of that. Usually, I don't have a silver base coat on all my orcs, but I just have the armor and three. I felt silver was the play rather than usual green base coat. Well, it's actually not even a green base coat, like a Hirakawa base coat. I like with some white, and then I went from like very rarely using contrast to and quite a few of my recipes. Black Templars, my I don't use water anymore. I have a scented pass water. Do you use those medium and stuff? I've never really found the need. It's expensive also. Someone who paints a lot to not use or to replace all your water with sort of thinning. I guess what product do you use, Gina? I have her paint next to me when I stream. She has been really wanting the World Eaters and is over Spaceman in general. Have it. Yeah, World Eaters are cool. Interesting. I think I was off camera for quite a bit of that. Anyway, I gun the gold. A couple more pistons. And I think we can go back to. I use the glaze and wash stuff from Monument Hobbies. Nice. I was looking at grabbing some, but yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Don't the face. Be honest. Do it. This guy reminds me of Transformers Armada Optimus Prime. I don't know what that means. I don't. I don't know. I don't know Optimus Prime. I get it. It's like blue. It's it's blue and red. But hold on. Who's Optimus Prime? What the fuck is? I'm copying. I'm not. I'm never gonna remember this. So okay. Copy paste. Oh my god. I feel like an old man having to navigate the 15 boom arms. Optimus Prime Super Node. Every picture looks different. Yeah, okay. So it's like, yeah, it's like Optimus Prime with some gold. Okay. Got it, got it. Oh, he has black. Yeah, I see it. I see it. It's like if he got beheaded and a green man started using his armor. The gold smokestacks. Does he have? I feel like I can't tell what's going on with this this guy. I guess. Does he have smokestacks? Am I looking at the right thing? uh. Okay. I see. I see it. See, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, I hate your guts. Hey, bro, can I be honest with you? I fucking hate you. uh, no, but yeah, I definitely see it, Gino. Okay. Oh, I didn't do his little hand spikes. Hold on. Hold on, fellas. I think your guys have been more. Have been more. Essentially. Alright, I need to go switch out my paint water. Don't bully Gino too bad until I come back. And then we could bully Gino together. That way, I can get more progress on this guy. Gino loves Sigismund. I forgot Clarence and Terrain. I've done 80 minis in 3 months. That number just keeps going up. Oh, wait. Yeah, water. Yeah, so there's this cool guy called Sigismund. He wears black armor and then he beats people up. It's kind of awesome. Anyway, about Sigismund, back to Orks. You guys want to see all of the Orks I'm selling? I could do like a quick display. I've got. I'm not gonna be able to get all this on the same frame, but I've got 5 Shura Boys here. Grimal's sick. I've got 5 Choppa Boys here. I've got another Shooter Boy here. Got like I have a lot of Orks. I've got Freebooters. I've got Death Dread. I've got Goth Knobs. I've got 20 boys and a Pain Boy. I've got 20 more boys. I've got 3 killicans. I have 10 more boys. Honestly, I have no clue how. Oh, I'm getting a heads up. What happened? Hold on. Uh, is the stream up? Wait, have I been live the whole time? Face, you seem like you're watching. Hi, yes. Hello? I'm live, right? Hmm. Weird. Uh, yo. I mean, OBS is capturing fine. It looks like I'm live. It looks like I'm live. Okay, so from your point of view, can you tell me what was going on? The chat died? No, Gino, I can see you. Gino, you're good. I saw nothing. Did you see me showing off my all my boys? Like me bringing out all my trays of stuff that I'm going to sell, or no? What was that? Yes. Okay, did you hear me? Okay, the yeah, okay, cool. Nice. Also yes, good. Understood. So I got like a thing telling me that my stream was temporarily suspended because of audio. Probably whatever quote unquote royalty free playlist I was using got me. Is that guy? I did not show off Sigismund. Uh okay. I guess maybe you guys just saw the whole thing then. Um but yeah, I just checked and I got a notification saying, hey, we're temporarily shutting your stream down. Anyway, I think we'll just leave the music off and it should be good. So I got all those boys that I'm going to sell. I'm hoping a decent amount for it, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, back to actually painting this guy. So this stream go down for you guys, or was it just like, was I freaking out over nothing? Was I punching the proverbial air there? I also don't have a Sigismund model. I could show you about 100 of Sigismund's sons though. Freaking out over nothing. Okay, great. I love it when YouTube threatens to kill my stream and then it just ended up being being nothing. What's your marshal's name? I have 2 marshals. I've got Marshal Saul Rethel and I have uh Marshal Keldrone. Keldronian Crusade. If you mean for my like half Imperial Fist guys, that's Keldron. You mean for my full blood Templars, that is Marshal Saul Rethel. Orctimus. Oh, Orctimus is a great name. Gino, I am stealing that. Thank you very much. Orctimus is good. So I hope this doesn't sound condescending, but what's like the big draw of Transformers for you? Because I remember I watched Michael Bay movies and never really liked them. Those were like big. Those were coming out when I was but I never really got into them. Then I remember there was that Transformers Prime show. It was on some like network. I remember that was like kind of interesting. It was like, yeah, okay, robots. I get that. Um, I feel like an actual robot is cooler than a weird alien robot that turns into like a. Well, they turn into like a Corvette or like a Mack truck. Like that whole thing always never really added up. And cars and planes, sure. Uh, maybe just nostalgia. Yeah, I remember there's a movie where the robot turns into a monkey. I thought that was. I didn't really go what's going on with that. I never saw that. Um, so, I remember there was a show I really liked. It was called like Transformers Prime. Was that it? It was a. It was on from what? It was like when Star Wars Clone Wars was. And I remember that was like zombie Transformers, if I recall correctly. And I watched a couple of episodes of that. That was interesting. Never properly gone to. I do remember watching that. Yeah, that was just like on TV. That was like the only Transformers things I remember like actually. Oh yeah, yellow. I was supposed to do just a bit of yellow on this guy. I love the look of this Vallejo. Yeah, it was good. Okay. Is it good for like a rewatch? Like, does it hold up, or was it like good as a kid? I have to check out Beast Wars then. I've never really transformed. Um, yeah, but this Sun Yellow is such a nice hue, and it goes on models so poorly. Like, it's horrible. It is atrocious. Actually, the coverage. But all I want to paint is his little gauntlet here. Actually, let's do his pants. Let's do his pants. Look at that. It's almost like green the way it goes because it's not covered. It has like this sort of like nice orangey hue on the palette, and then just doesn't go on the mall well. So we're gonna have to bust out some army paint here. All right, see you, face. I will likely be streaming tomorrow if not. I keep getting YouTube notifications. Like OBS is telling me the stream is not working. Whatever. Okay, it looks like we're up. Whatever. Yeah, bye, face. Warren died. I hope he's able to be resurrected. I think we're good for a wash. I just need to finish the base, and then I just need to do a few of these pouches. Do I have an accent? So I have sort of a weird background where I was born here, but um, I assume that she's not just talking about like the East Coast accent. uh, because I was born on the East Coast and I lived most of my life here, but I was actually in ESL classes because I grew up speaking basically only Polish. And then likewise, I had a lot of like childhood friends and people just around me that also in the neighborhood that would only speak Polish to me. So I think that just affected stuff, and then I moved back to Poland for quite a while. So I think I do have a little bit of that carrying over. In my head, I sound like anyone else, but then I do definitely hear it on record and stuff. I do have a little bit of a Central European. All right. I think I'm also gonna use the yellow just throughout the mall on some of these tubes. This guy's a lot. Ah, Polish. We can be friends. I don't know what that means. Uh, do you usually go into the background of all of your close friends? I just realized I'm not paying on camera. The paying that little cable in yellow. Got a few more coming from that guy there. This thing. I think that honestly looks pretty good. At least it's keeping in the theme of um this army. Unlike the Irish. Yeah, we gotta have a lot of Italians by. I can attest to that particular combination working out well. I don't know. I feel like I get along with Irish pretty well though. They're more or less the same. Drink heavily, Catholic. The two most important things. Um, hmm. So it still looks a little weird to me. But I hope it's the weathering and rust or the weathering and wash fixes that up. Yeah, let me just grab some of these. Let me just move this mic back. Wait, where's your fourth goodbye conversation? Exactly. Because you need to say goodbye to the table. Then you need to say like goodbye as you're like going through the foyer, and then you need to sit down in the living room, have like another drink. Then you need to say goodbye as you're like having your shoes, and they need to follow you outside and from your car. You need to talk for another 25 minutes, and then you can leave. That's it's well known. That's how you do things around here, and I do agree that them just leaving out of nowhere is a little weird. What? Oh man, I got three subscribers over this. Pretty good. I assume that's like what? You Ashby Warden are the three subs. Hey, I'll take it. I think I might you get it, you can't just say bye and leave. Absolutely you can. That was my stream health. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. Everyone dropped out pretty. Yeah, definitely get a better handle of things. I feel like it's stream wise, gaming is so much easier. It's also less. There's a lot less to worry. Get your OBS ready. I think it's the fact that I'm going from like my hands to the screen that is sort of messing. Perhaps I don't think I was sub on the show. Oh, good. Yeah, I do think I need to get a better grasp on doing this sort of stuff. But I think it just comes. Now, um, oh, I just realized I have quite a bit to do before I wash because I'm getting hit with some rust. I usually like to darken my initial layer of rust to another layer of rust after the wash. So, we have the rest of the black up a dingy, and then just get that on the sentiment. I've been diving to learning. The guy was watching. There's like a 6K camera and sets it away, then zooms in. This keeps the focus being close to me and out of the way. I think that might be have like the camera being right here is really bad. Just for you know what I think it was. I actually did do a similar thing where I kept my camera further away, but it was just like a pain to set up. I might put it up on the shelves above me, point it down, and just zoom in. That might be the current setup is kind of annoying. Also, I need to find some background music that YouTube angry at me. So I know you said sorry, was it you or Warden who streamed? It was Warden, right? Does he stream painting or does he stream other stuff? I don't think I've actually checked out his channel, which I probably need to do, especially since he stopped by and said, "I'll have three desks: one for building, one for computer, one for painting." Efficient trying. Absolutely. You just have one chair that's like in the center of them, and you just swivel around. That might be the play, Gina. I think I think I did want to add some here. Orange Streams Minis. I didn't even know. Oh shit! I need to watch his stuff. And yeah, it's like me. First thing I do, finish off this street, check out Warren. Quick highlight layer of green before the wash, and then we could build off it a little bit later. Oh, you cut your finger on stream. I feel like that's actually kind of easy to do because you are so distracted, right? Your head in some ways that doesn't. I hope you're all right now, though. I actually got pretty nasty cut a little while ago myself. Not from anything, obviously. Yeah, yeah, no, I totally get that. Hurt yourself once. Do you have to get stitches or anything, or heal on its own? Anything that doesn't have knives, fair. Definitely fair. So how's the delay? I feel like I just super glued and bandaged it. Yeah. I want to do something similar, but I was with smarter people that can think. We back. We can bully Gino. See, you weren't here to help me bully Gino and my painting. The efficiency slowed down. Your delay is fine. Having internet. Yeah. Okay. Fair. I'm gonna do it anyway. But I could split my thumb like the red scene, cut into my nail. Ew. Oh, so it was like down. Yeah, that's bad. Not sound. We're gonna try to get you a new subscriber now. I won't. Too late, Gino. I'm already on my way to Warden. Right after I'm done here. Can't stop me. I can tell you, you've done. Hey, what do you mean barely anything? Stuff going. No, Mal, I knew you first. Well, no, you did, right? And I appreciate our friendship, right? But you got me curious now because I didn't know Warden also did hobby stream. Yeah, I don't really watch too many hobby guys. So now I'm interested. One of them is interested in me. I feel like I should reciprocate. So Warden's over here saying we didn't get anything done. I've clearly painted this Falcon stream. Uh, Ah, yes. Yeah, I'll put some work in my setup. This was kind of off the cuff. There were some delays that was not. Yeah, I know. Look at the progress. The album has fancy pants on. Not for me. What else could you possibly want? Only paint sub assemblies, and you couldn't see he was. Ah, okay. I've never really gone through the sub assemblies. Feels like more working. Obviously, heads are a different story, but like I know if you're airbrushing heavily, and it's like a scheme where you want to differentiate stuff. Even with Templars, I could see it. For like the shoulders, which could be not really my style. Hold on. And the only sponging is a great technique. I like you, Gino, but I can't have you call him Bob. Damn, Gino got bars out here. Gino about dropped the diss track. All right, we got our homemade wash. I don't even need Agrax. Yeah, no, so sponging is a fantastic. I find that it gives like a good amount of texture. Off with the airbrush, I don't like how smooth the highlights feel. Yeah, I mean that's like a fair stance, but I would advise. Yeah, I think obviously you do what you think is best, but I think it's always good to experiment. Like if you're ever caught up with a project not making much like progress, if you have like lots of just like random kits and like other armies and like extra stuff, just break out a random mini and try sponging or try wet blending or some other technique, right? Yeah, this is an Agrax. This is a proprietary homemade wash. This is Agrax at all. It's better than Agrax. It's formulated to my precise and demanding specification. I say as I spill it everywhere. So, I'm trying to give you guys a look, but that involves putting the model at such all the wash just wants to come off. You must have to wait, bring you chalk. I didn't. I feel like you're overestimating the amount of videos I've put out because I have approximately 3 videos, and one of them is just like me justifying a tax write off for a pair of hobby slips, and then like the other two are just me talking about what models I'm going to paint. So I don't think so. I just always looked. Damn, bro. We got the best friends going at each other in chat here. Yeah, probably. I mean, um, I got the gist of this recipe from there was an old forum that I used at like the very like tail end of its like events called Daka Daka. I think it still is on now, but I don't think many people post there anymore. And this is more or less a recipe that was posted around. I just sort of, but yeah, no, like lots of people are going to have very similar homemade cheap washes, which is primarily what I did this for. Not a lot of money. I think I mixed this ball up like a year ago, and it's still basic. Oh, I do the same. I do not like showing my face online. Oh shit! The grave of the biting remark. So this does take quite a while to dry out. And then for the most part, there's gonna be some pretty meticulous highlights here. I'm notorious for doing way too many layers. Like I still have about like 4 layers on the skin. I have 2 layers on each of like the main colors here, and there's quite a few colors. So like I think I might start winding down the stream pretty soon because of that. It's gonna take at least another 20-30 minutes to set complete. I have a lot of pretty tedious work that I don't think is gonna look great on stream. I feel like honestly streams are probably best for just like base coats. That's what gives the viewers bang for their buck, as it were. How long have we been going? Yeah, we've been going for about 2 hours. Uh, so, um, yeah, I might be online tomorrow for that field stream. Besides that, just one last close up of the big man himself. Definitely still a bit fugly, but you know, a little bit more work. I figure will get him looking. Yeah, hang out stream tomorrow maybe. We'll see. Uh, we can yeah. Actually, I don't think you're in the secret patron chat. We can talk about it tomorrow. Bye Gino. Bye Grave. I think everyone else has already left. Have a good night.